Capricorn Collective. I'm going to jump right into your message. If this does resonate, be sure to comment below. YouTube lets me do voice memo replies now. That's a new thing. So I'm going to be using that voice memo reply a lot on this channel now. So just know that. For those actually wanting to interact with me, you'll be hearing more of my voice in those replies. Okay. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for every like, comment, share, private booking, donation, subscription, following my Instagram, becoming a Patreon member, whatever it is you've ever been or will be guided to do. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Thank you for now. Thank you for anything in the past that you've been involved in with supporting this channel. Okay. We're literally almost at 6K followers on this channel. I think it's amazing. I think that's beautiful. Okay, across all my platforms, we got a really strong, group of supporters everywhere. So I'm very, very thankful for that. I will not ever let it go without reminding y'all monthly, weekly, whenever I feel necessary, how thankful I am to just be doing me for a living. I love it. So own your magic, baby, is what we're going to start off with. Spirit wants you to own your magic. And Spirit says you're doing great, okay? F the haters, F anybody trying to get in your way. All that is reminding you that you really are powerful. Anybody who is happy is going to spread joy. Anybody who's miserable, anybody who hates themselves, anybody who hates their lives, they're going to spread that energy. So just know that if you come across anything like that, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with how people are to themselves, okay? Hello, Lara. Grateful that you're here, okay? So Spirit was giving me a lot of messages and I went live on my Instagram. Like I said, follow me there for the most messages as well. And this was what I told the people seeing the reading over there. You are feeling out of body because something new is birthing through you. This is a beautiful beginning born from all the lessons you've learned, the environments you survived and thrived in, plus your prayers being heard. Okay, so that was the message that correlated me to come over here. And why I feel like I need to say that is because I pulled a small spread of oracle cards, my own oracle and tarot here, and it's all connected. I want you to know that this mental evolution you've been going through connects everything. 232 or 233 could be very symbolic, as well as 1212, 1221, and I also saw 333 and 303. That won't be symbolic for all of you, but you can definitely feel guided if you do to research those numbers yourself, and you'll get some more messages because everything's connected. I'm telling you. So greatness is literally in your blood. Okay, you have greatness in you. You live it. You are it. It's about embodying it and choosing how do I want to embody this, right? You're all success stories. Literally, every single one of you watching, you have your own success story. You've survived and thrived through many different things, like I read in the beginning, okay? This energy is about allowing the divine to pursue you in different ways. So basically, God is opening up your mind to start seeing the patterns, start recognizing why specific individuals keep asking you to go out, why certain individuals keep wanting to talk to you, at the gym, at the grocery shop. Whatever it is, you're pulling things in that are showing you ways of your new beginning, showing you ways of how you are transpiring and changing into this person you always knew you were. Maybe you weren't able to express yourself as authentically as you usually would want to because maybe your environment, like I said, you're the people you were around, the job that you were in. It could be a number of things. For each of you, it's different. So Spirit is opening up this pathway here for you to be able to embody your abilities, whether it's creative abilities, practical abilities, reading abilities, scholastic, teaching, whatever it may be, spiritual, psychic. I mean, it go for Capricorn, it's endless. You have a limitless potential. I could literally title this Limitless Potential because that's really what this is. Your mind is opening up to the potential you've always had. So with the Ace of Cups here, I feel that there is a branch here extending from your heart chakra, and you're now learning. Yeah, I really feel strongly about saying this too. You're now learning to accept love back into your life in a new way. Maybe before you were like, I ain't doing friends, I ain't doing all that stuff. I've done that before and it didn't work out the way I wanted to. But Spirit is like, this is a new timeline. This is a new era for you, if you will. And your mind is different. That's what I'm saying. This evolution of your mind now has you see things very clearly from the jump. So you'll know. I like this energy, this person, this conversation, this job, this new path. I like this. I'm going to dive into this. Spirit wants you to be okay with that because this is how you allow the divine to pursue you, okay? What's up, Malone? I like your YouTube name. So this is, once again, for those seeing this live, a reading for Capricorn placements. This could be, for instance, your Capricorn moon, your Capricorn ascendant, your Capricorn Mercury, your Capricorn Venus, okay? Capricorn sun especially. So take what resonates only from these readings. I do drop collective readings though for everybody. So you're always gonna get your little information somehow, some way if you resonate with me, okay? Okay. So with the Eight of Pentacles, I do feel like you've been working extremely hard on something here. Make sure to let me know below if you feel guided to, if this is your reading and what resonates. With the Eight of Pentacles, I always get this Virgo. It is a card that represents Virgo energy, right? So there's something about you. I'm hearing scholastic. There could be something that you're studying for or just studying out of curiosity. Trust that at this time. There's a reason they say Capricorns are so book smart. It's not just because you go to school. You school yourself. You're a student to life. You're a student to every situation that occurs online and offline. This is why one thing about Capricorns that I will always say, as someone who drops messages for y'all, you won't interact and go back and forth and argue with people online or in person if it's not necessary or you don't care about resolving the situation in a way where you're going to keep this person around or this situation around. You feel me? Thank you. Poulain says, hey there, I like your reading. It is so impressive. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's all love here, all from the heart, okay? So I am getting that with this Eight of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, God wants to show you, the divine wants to show you, your guides want to show you, that your work means something to the universe. Your thoughts, your mind, and the choices you decide every day, 717 as I say that, are always, I'm hearing ahead of time. You really have this powerful gift of being able to kind of foresee or foretell, what's worth pouring your effort and action into. Because one thing about a Capricorn, like I said, you have unlimited energy to pour into the things you're passionate about. I mean, that's kind of a secret gift, you're given. Being that you were born at the time period you were born in. You were born in a time, if you were born, in as a Capricorn sun during December and January. So these is the time period when the world feels most heaviest. You hear about a lot of, deaths and negativities, but you also hear about things being reborn. Capricorn's very similar to Scorpio in how they're always transforming from different places, from different energies, but they're both always transforming. So there's something about this energy that you're able to really take in the lessons of life, teach them, and if not teach them, teach yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you lead by example is what I'm getting here. Hey, Cricket. So I don't answer personal questions one-on-one during these lives. It's a collective message. So I already have the message and giving it to everyone, okay? If you would like to book me, though, for a private question or any topic, my link is down below on the information, the rates, how to do it, okay? And how to contact me. You can text me or email. So I have the strength here as well with Leo energy. With this strength here, I really feel you've looked your enemies in the eye. You have confronted and faced some of the most biggest bullies in your life. Okay? This is what I'm getting. And you've accumulated power each time you've stood up for yourself. Okay? So this power isn't for no reason. You're learning to become a leader by example. And I feel like every time you've stepped up for yourself, you've kind of, in one way, counteracted the negativity on this planet, because that same bully doesn't go on to do the same thing over and over after being confronted or coming into a person like you. I feel like whoever you are, you're this, how you gonna know this is your message too? You won't be quiet if there's injustice in front of your eyes. If someone's, really trying to belittle someone around you, especially, I feel like that would really, really grind your gears or quote unquote piss you off. It would really make you feel like, no, I have to stand up for this person because You're a person who knows what it's like, Capricorn, to not have anyone show up at the time that you needed it. But that's because that moment built something powerful within you, which only a leader could go through. I mean, you're a leader for a reason. I mean, you have a resilience that, I'm not saying you deserve anything that you've been through, but it's that resilience has brought you through it. You know, God gives, you know, certain people, certain warriors, certain spiritual leaders a certain type of resilience because of what could possibly, you know, go wrong, and not go wrong by what you're doing, but by what other people are choosing to do too. Okay. So don't feel, you know, like this power that you obtain was for no reason. You know what I'm saying? You have this leadership quality that's now being called forward. This could be your family, your friend group, your work group. It all depends on who you're choosing to be around or not at this time. This could even be learning to assert yourself in your own life as a leader without even thinking about anybody else. This can be just about you leading yourself to work out, leading yourself to eat healthy, leading yourself to just be and think and speak healthy. All of these things matter into how you actually manifest in your life. If you're speaking well, thinking well, treating people well, treating yourself well, there's nothing that can stop you from achieving greatness in whatever way, form, or facet you choose to define greatness. Greatness could be, I showed up for my family and did the best I could do. Greatness could be for you, I achieved the best accolades that I can possibly get from working my tail off, but also working smart and resting in my job and career. Greatness means a lot of different things to different Capricorns, so I'm not here to tell you what greatness means. I'm here to tell you have the power to define it, because greatness is literally your destiny. I'm also getting the call to talk about this mediumship ability. You have the ability, some of you, to tap in, right? It's not just about how you tap in with the divine, but you know, the divine allows you to speak to your ancestors, to hear messages, to speak to the angels. You really have a very special ability that maybe you're not able to talk to many people about. That's why I have pages like this open, so you feel comfortable about, you know, knowing that you are different and that you do have special mystical aspects to you. Okay, is the best wording I could give that. You have mystical aspects for sure. So if you do feel like you have your own way of expressing your gifts, expressing your creative, you know, forces, don't ever feel ashamed by that, and always know that, you know, this is a page that will promote you expressing your creative self. That is your most powerful self. When you're creative, you are in tune with the divine. The divine is the number one creation, creating. You feel me? God is a creative force, is the creative force. So when you create, you're literally one with the divine. Isn't that so cool? This is why kids are so precious and connected to God, because they're constantly in a creative world. In their minds, when they see it, it's just what it is until they think otherwise, until they see otherwise. Okay. Last message here for Capricorns. This is not a long message. I dropped a long message yesterday for y'all, so check out all my readings here, y'all. You can go all the way down to the very first readings I've ever dropped for Capricorn or the collective. I have tons of timeless gems here. Okay. All my services, Patreon for private readings just like this, for my membership group, it's all in the link in bio. Thank y'all all for all of the support. Seriously, I can't say it enough. I feel so taken care of. I feel so welcomed, you know, by all of my platforms and communities. It's just really fucking dope. It's really so cool. And I myself, I mean, whether people like it or not, I'm just always me. So 8 of Cups is telling me, for who resonates with this message, you know, you are detaching, though, from the old reality. It is now sailing off. Your old reality is sailing off, and you are having to say goodbye to it here. Okay, boats are very symbolic here. So boats remind me of staying afloat, gaining direction, but having all the resources you need with yourself while you're gaining direction here. So Spirit is like, you know, you will be brought in the direction you are always meant to. You will always align with your I'm hearing desired purpose and destined purpose. So there's two different things. You know, there's things you desire in life, and then there's things that are destined to find you, destined to be. Thank you, Robin. Robin says, from personal experience, private readings are fabulous. Thank you. I'm glad that you've enjoyed some of my services too. I appreciate y'all always looking out for me and, you know, advocating for my services in private that I do. Thank you. That it just means a lot. Like I said, y'all take care of me. It's so beautiful. That in itself is like the biggest tip anybody could give me. You know what I'm saying? It's all energy. So like I always tell y'all, this never just has to be money or nothing like that, even though that does support me to keep doing this stuff. Like even just your beautiful, loving positivity and in the comment section, you know, showing up there, letting me know this is my reading, you know, whatever you feel guided to do. It's beautiful. It's truly, truly what I'm about. Community is everything to me. So, Page of Swords here, I did randomly or intuitively, not so random, pull one more card here. I do feel like you're going to get very curious also about what this new energy is entailing. And Spirit says, continue to ask questions. Ask God questions. What's next for me, God? What's next for this journey in me? Show me the people that you want to experience me and for me to experience, bring them into my reality. If you're ready for these things, I'm telling you, 101, something is opening up within you, and it's a matter of just using your voice and asking. If you call God the divine source, most high, however it is to you, whatever your belief system is, use your voice to call out to the higher powers that be to help you and to show you the way. If it's Jesus, if it's Buddha, you know what I'm saying? All of you have different connections because your blood is connected to different places, cultures. I'm hearing literal structures of indigenous, like I'm hearing indigenous descent, which is dope. I always pick up on indigenous energy because I'm indigenous. So just know that here. If I call it out, doesn't mean you have to be. It just means I pick up on this because of my blueprint as well. So you're going to get curious, and there's nothing wrong with that. Curiosity is literally where your spirituality births from, because you had a question. You said, how come it's this way, and what way can I change it? How can I use this positivity and make it better and make it more and give it back to people? Like, this is the questions that I feel like a lot of you are going to start asking, and you're going to get the answers, because when you ask, when the student is ready, the teacher shows up, like, period. So I'm going to leave this here. Much love to you all. Peace, and just know, comment below. I will message back as much as I can from now on with voice memos, because I think that's really freaking cool to interact with y'all, and also you can hear my voice. You can know how a phone call will sound, or how my readings, whether they're pre-recorded video or audio, will be too. Bye.